Live from the KXLY4 HD Broadcast Center in downtown Spokane, this is KXLY4 HD News at 11.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this election night. We want to get you right to the results. In Washington state, voters are approving R71 by a narrow margin of 51% to 49%. In Spokane, a landslide rejection of Prop 4, 75% to 25%. And statewide, Initiative 1033 appears to be going down to defeat, 55% to 44%. Tonight, we'll be running results throughout the show on the bottom of your screen so you can watch the results that you are looking for. Early returns show voters narrowly approving the state's new everything but marriage law. Right now, Referendum 71 is passing by 51% of the vote. KXLY4 Sally Showman joins us tonight at an approved R71 party in downtown Spokane. So, Sally, are they celebrating yet?
You can clearly tell they are celebrating right now. They're playing We Are the Champions. They've been singing, they've been dancing all night long. Those who are against the anything but marriage law, the referendum, they did not have a party on this side of the state tonight. Earlier, when the first batch of numbers came down, cheers and clapping lit up the room here at Rain, right there right now in downtown Spokane. Many of the people here are in domestic partnerships and want desperately legal protections that would put them on par with heterosexual married couples under state law.
We're not up a lot, but you know, for us, we expect a win because we expect the voters in the state of Washington to do the right thing. They have in the past, and we expect it now.
Now, those against R71 remain optimistic that the numbers will swing in their favor once more votes are tallied over the course of the next few days. They say homosexuals do not have the right to redefine marriage. They also have concerns for children in homosexual relationships.
I think we need to be very careful about changing thousands of years of good public policy with biological parents, which is what this country was built on.
Now, both sides recognize it is still early. Only a little over 40% of the votes have been counted statewide, but nonetheless, you can tell we have a very optimistic crowd here in downtown Spokane tonight. Back to you, Robin.
All right, Sally, thanks. The city of Spokane asked voters to approve a $33 million bond to upgrade the fire department. Tonight, it is just too close to call. 59% of voters say yes to Prop 1, but because it is a bond measure, it needs 60% to pass. The money will be used to buy new equipment, build new fire stations, and upgrade the communication system. Kootenai County needs to expand its jail and ask voters to pass two measures to pay for it. Both measures have to pass and would cost $57 million. Tonight, the jail expansion bond is failing 50% to 50%, but since it is a bond, again, it needs a supermajority, this time of 66%. The sales tax increase measure would bump the sales tax by 0.5% to 6.5%. Tonight, 54% of the voters say yes, but it also needs 66% for approval. Well, as we showed you just a few minutes ago, Prop 4, also known as the Community Bill of Rights, is being rejected by voters. Right now, 75% of voters counted are against Prop 4. KXLY4's Tori Brunetti spoke to groups on both sides of the issue. And Tori, despite the rejection, the group that created Prop 4 is actually claiming victory.
Yeah, Envision Spokane created Prop 4, and they said that they did it because they wanted to put the future of Spokane in the hands of the people that live here. The group says they wanted to build a healthy, sustainable, and democratic city. Prop 4 touched on everything from the environment to the economy and would have forced the city to provide a fee-for-service health care plan and monitor affordable housing to make sure there is a housing option for everyone. Envision Spokane says even though they lost tonight, they are farther ahead than they were when they started 3 years ago.
When the final tally is in, whatever number that is voting yes, 3 years ago, we never imagined we'd get any votes. So to say that there's that many people energized saying, yes, we think this is a necessary step to change the future of Spokane, that's a positive thing.
Now, Save Our Spokane is a group that was created to create support against Prop 4. They say the proposition included too many issues, and it was an all-or-nothing proposition that the voters didn't want.
The way they set it up, everything was going to cost the city a lot of money. It was going to strip rights from our city businesses, and we would have found ourselves in a real dire straits economically speaking.
Envision Spokane says they are not going away. They're going to meet in the next couple of days and decide what to do next. Live on the Sky Deck, Tori Brunetti, KXLY4 HD News.
Initiative 1033 drew a lot of fire from critics who claim limiting the growth of certain state, county, and city revenue to annual inflation and population growth would hurt Washington's classrooms. Anti-tax activist Tim Eyman says I-1033 would establish needed restrictions to keep government spending growth at reasonable levels as the state pulls out of recession. Tonight, it appears that measure will fail as 55% of the voters have said no. In the race for Coeur d'Alene Mayor, Sandy Blom will be back for another term. She has beaten Joseph Kunka 62% to 37%. And there were 3 candidates wanting to be mayor of Post Falls. However, Clay Larkin has been elected to another term tonight with 75% of the vote. In Spokane City Council position number 2 from District 1, it was up for grabs between Mike Fagan and Amber Waldrop. Tonight, it appears that Waldrop is going to win, leading 63% to Fagan's 37%. District 1 council members serve Northeast Spokane. District 2 serves South Spokane. Council position 2 is between John Snyder and Mike Allen. Tonight, this race is very close, with Snyder leading Allen 52 to 48%. Nancy McLaughlin and Karen Kearney faced off in the race for City Council position 2 for District 3. Tonight, it appears McLaughlin will be representing the people of Northwest Spokane on the City Council with a lead of 66% to Kearney's 34%. Well, Seattle was guaranteed a new mayor this year when current mayor Greg Nichols didn't make it through the primaries. Neither of the candidates, Mike McGinn or Joe Mallahan, have previously held public office. Mike McGinn, a former attorney and Sierra Club leader, campaigned hard, saying he would stop the tunnel plan to replace the Alaskan Way Viaduct. He had to change positions when the city and state signed the deal. Tonight, he has a very narrow lead of 50 to 49%. Washington State Legislative District 9, which covers Spokane, Whitman, Adams, Asotin, Franklin, and Garfield counties, will have a new representative in Olympia next year. It appears that will be Susan Fagan. She's leading 55% to Pat Haley's 45%. Voters in CHENEY were asked to approve a $5 million park bond. The money would be used for phase 1 of a new 50-acre park and to replace the snow-damaged Wren Pearson Community Center. Increased property taxes would be used to repay the $5 million over 20 years. Right now, it appears the measure is passing 54% to 46%. We have all the election results for you on KXLY.com. Just click on the Election 2009 banners at the top of the page and then click on Election Results under Election Returns.